Woohoo! What's up, guys? It's your boy Chauncy True Talon with the hashtag Thank You True Talon podcast. This is episode number 8. This is June 3rd, 2017. So many things that I think is pretty awesome. One thing I really think is awesome today is that I believe Nike and Adidas is releasing some dope shoes. Today, by the time this video's out, this podcast is out, you'll have a few things. Some of them might not be available. Most of them will be. The Kyrie 3s will be dropping. They're white and blue. The LeBron Soldiers 11. God, these things look ugly as fuck. Real talk. These shit look ugly. They're ugly as fuck. This nigga got more straps. You know those Velcro straps on these? Or the Kyrie's look cool. No disrespect. No, just to go straight to it. Those things look pretty cool. Something that you can rock. Those look pretty cool. Not a big fan of the shoe, but I like it. But the LeBrons, oh my gosh, they got more Velcro straps than those kids that when you wasn't able to learn, when you didn't know how to tie your shoe, you had the Velcro straps. That's the fucking shoe the LeBron Soldiers 11 look like. Get that bullshit out of here. Next up, the Jordan Retro 7s. I never was a fan of that shit. Retro 7s, really not a fan of those motherfuckers because those things to me have always and will always be ugly. Them things are just hideous. I just never liked the 7s. Was never a big fan of the 7s. Never was a fan of the 6. Didn't like those either. They just the 7s to me just felt just lazy and plain. Try to be artistic but really plain. They're white and gray. Not a fan of it. Never. I do like the bottoms. The bottoms was pretty awesome. The imprints on the bottoms awesome. But the rest of the shoe, just not for me. Kobe AD's drop, I always call them After Death, but they're white and gold. For some reason, they probably doing this white thing because it's after Memorial Day and you can legally, fashionably rock white, but you know how it is. Adidas is dropping the original EQT support advantage for males and females. Multiple colorways. Multiple ways for me to stay the fuck away from them bitches. Things doesn't work for me. Adidas, never been a big fan besides shell toes because I'm flat footed. The WWE executive comments on WWE Network's possibly airing UK independent promotions in Ring of Honor. A few months ago, I heard about the WWE was trying to get library was trying to buy TNA, and the reason why they wanted to buy TNA because it's not the best promotion from we all know that, but TNA is something to talk about. Is the fact that the library was available, so a lot of indie promotions was going to lease out their video to the WWE and then have it on the WWE Network, so WWE Network will be able to show these guys that have a bigger broadband, so they go across the world, like Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, Chikara, Florida Championship Wrestling in there, New Jersey Pro Wrestling, wrestling organizations like Maryland Championship Wrestling. A lot of indie guys. OVW might be coming back. That's what I heard. And things happen, things don't happen, but you know how this shit be. But WWE executive comments on the WWE Network possibly airing UK independent promotions in Ring of Honor. I'm reading this off WrestlingZone.com. The link will be in the description. Earlier this year, it was reported WWE was negotiating possible deals with UK promotions such as Insane Championship Wrestling and Progress to air their content on WWE Network. Vince McMahon subsequently changed his mind several times, however, the deal remains on the table. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE Chief Financial Officer George Barreros spoke at the Nightham Emergency Technology Conference in New York City last month and indicated the company will be working with UK Independence Program, ICW, and Progress moving forward. When asked about the possibility of working with other promotions, namely Ring of Honor and companies centered outside the UK, Burroughs had the following to say. Yeah, I think there's something there. There's always priority. And what once comes first? We recently announced a deal with ICW and Progress, which are wrestling promotions in the UK. So we think about the best way to utilize that content. As you know, we've been fairly active over the years in purchasing wrestling library, video libraries, and a lot of which now you can see on the network. We think there's a home for that, and it's just a matter of priority. Well, apparently, so this shit is really happening. So they're about to buy a lot of wrestling promo libraries. We already know that, but I really do think leasing that shit to the companies, to WWE, was be a big help for companies to get that shit there. So I hope we can get see some old OVW with Danny Davis shit, or after Danny Davis. I just hope it'll be coming out and we get to see that shit because I love watching old wrestling footage. Really old. And I might subscribe back to WWE Network because I canceled that shit a long time ago after I ran through all the ECW before they put the new ECW and the new Nitro in there. And the Attitude Era. So I watched almost all that shit. And I just wish they put WCW Saturday Night and WWE Sunday Night Heat. WWF Sunday Night Heat, whatever you want to call it. Sunday Night Heat so I can watch wrestling and they can all work together because Sunday Night Heat will happen and we'll go to Raw when you're watching it and nothing made sense because they say last night on Sunday Night Heat. Well, we didn't get to watch Heat because Heat wasn't available. So stuff didn't make sense, and I like to watch wrestling and make shit make sense. The Arms beta is up, I believe, again. I missed the first time around. Kind of sucked, but Arms is up for it was picked up last night. Will be continue all the way to from June 2nd to June 4th, and I really want to play it. Really want to try. I tried to spark it up, and his last time I sparked it up was the day it was done, and I cut it on, and they said, "No, fuck yo black ass, you're done. We're not playing that shit." So pack it up, B. Pack the fuck up. This time I believe there's a chance. I just need to hurry up after I get off of work and cut that bitch on and just play the fuck out of the beta and then upload the videos. So I hope Arms. I heard Arms is really good game and really fun, and you really need to use the trigger buttons to make that shit work. So I hope it's good. Really hope it's fun. From the few people I've talked to, they said they really like the global test beta. Mm. Let's see about that. Let's see how I would like it. And a new Monster Hunter trailer has dropped. Monster Hunter XX. There's a few games in my life that I don't like, and Monster Hunter is one of them. I was sold on a dream of Monster Hunter back in 2005 when I lived on my own in Indianapolis, Indiana. Right by my job, I stayed in a hotel for for some months. It was a hotel set up like a apartment complex. I made pennies, and Monster Hunter just released, and I reading the back of the Game Informer, cause no playing, well not playing trade. What's that fucking place everybody hated? People who own who run Game Informer, not playing trade. GameStop, thank you. You guys are awesome. GameStop had it in the back, had it in the store, but the Game Informer had it in the back of the magazine. I read an article talking about how great it was, and I picked it up. And then, playing SOCOM the whole time. I was thinking that this shit was going to be the shit. Oh, man, because online play. So I picked up Monster Hunter, the first one, and I watched the intro. Oh my gosh, that trailer was so fucking amazing. I was geeked. I thought it was going to be the greatest game ever. Cut it on. I hated that bitch. That game is on a list of Bebe's kids. Just Bebe Kids. Bebe Kids is like the fucking game I hate the worst. I love the movie. Love the comedy routine by Robert Harris. Hate the fucking game. The game was broke. Never was made. Never went through testing. To just push it out. Monster Hunter to me is on the same level. Fuck that game. That game can kiss my ass. If you guys like Monster Hunter, I just feel like Monster Hunter is just a cheap rip, Phantasy Star, And Capcom try to make a few bucks by using monsters, and you'll get your ass beat. Well, guys, that sounds like I just edited out a bunch of shit, but I didn't. If you like what you hear, like what you see, like when you like to be, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. It's your boy Chauncy True Talon. Player number one and player number two. You pick which side you want to lose. Mr. Chips Ahoy himself. And this is the hashtag Thank You True Talent podcast, episode number 8. This is June 3rd, 2017. And remember, hashtag that stroke life. And I'm out, bitch!